TheJamies.net.
Half Moon Cay is in the middle of a major expansion that will soon provide a very different experience for many of the island's guests. We sailed aboard the Holland America Koningsdam for 2 weeks in late December 2025 and early January 2026. And during that cruise, we visited Half Moon Cay twice and were able to see the ongoing construction firsthand. In this video, we'll walk through the construction taking place, show the location of the new pier and beach facilities, and explain how the planned changes are expected to affect ships and guests visiting the island. Just a quick note that if you enjoy this video, please give us a thumbs up or leave a comment. It really helps our channel. And consider subscribing so you get alerted when we add new videos. In December 2024, Carnival Cruise Line and Holland America Line released a joint announcement detailing plans for a significant expansion of the offerings at Half Moon Cay. The new development will extend north and northwest, beyond the area most visitors typically associate with the island, with a pier being constructed at the future North Arrival Plaza. During our visit aboard the Koningsdam, it was relatively easy to see some of the ongoing construction from our ship. But we decided to walk the full shoreline to get a closer look at all of the work being done at Half Moon Cay. It's worth pointing out that we've always called the destination Half Moon Cay because that's how we've heard locals pronounce the name. However, in the announcement for the expansion, Carnival and Holland America have renamed the destination Relax Away Half Moon Cay, so we'll stick with the rhyming name going forward. After our ship anchored offshore, we took a water shuttle to the South Arrival Plaza, which will continue to be part of the island's experience, even after the expansion is complete. From the plaza, we headed to the beach and walked north along the shoreline. We soon found one of the first signs of changes at Half Moon Cay. The large pirate ship that was home to the Captain Morgan on the Rocks bar was gone. In its place was construction, surrounded by temporary fencing. Taking a look through some of the holes in the fencing, we could see what looked like a large structure taking shape, and we saw a crew actively working on the construction during our visit. A bit farther along the shoreline, past the last few smaller cabanas, we found more construction surrounded by temporary fencing. The structures behind the fencing looked very similar to the thatch-roofed and block building that can be seen in the right side of the rendering included with the cruise line's announcement. Continuing past the island's horse stables, we finally arrived at the major North Shoreline construction. A long, temporary fence separated the construction area from the beach, and holes in the fencing made it easy to see the structures taking shape, which closely resembled the cruise line's rendering. Even farther to the north, we saw additional areas where the same general combination of buildings was being constructed, similar to what we had already passed along the beach. In between those areas, we also saw several smaller structures taking shape, which appeared to be various types of kiosks and shade structures. Towards the end of the construction area, we got a closer look at the North Arrival Plaza Pier. According to the announcement from Carnival and Holland America, the pier is designed to allow Carnival's XL-class ships to dock at the island. That would allow new ships like the Celebration, Jubilee, and Mardi Gras to visit Half Moon Cay for the first time. At the same time, the announcement and overview image indicate that tendering will continue for other ships at the existing South Arrival Plaza. So the expansion isn't expected to replace tendering for all ships visiting Half Moon Cay. Taken as a whole, everything translates to a much larger area for guests to explore, different arrival points depending on the ship, and a layout that will feel a bit different from past visits. Carnival and Holland America expect the first phase of enhancements at Half Moon Cay to begin opening in summer 2026, with additional work continuing beyond that. Walking the full shoreline gave us a much better sense of how the expansion is laid out, from the existing beach areas all the way to the new pier. Seeing it in person made it easier to connect the plans from the announcement with what's taking shape at Half Moon Cay.